Coming up next on Look Today, will he or won't he? Well, speculation continues to grow about Triple Crown winner American Pharoah coming to Saratoga, especially after owner Ahmed Zayed made some remarks. I've got the details. Plus, we take a look at what happens to horses after their racing careers are over. And a house fire in Granville sends a firefighter to the hospital. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and here's a look at what's making news today in Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties. In our lead story, if you live in or around Saratoga Springs, it's hard to walk down any street without hearing American Pharoah and Travers in the same sentence. Well, local leaders and NYRA officials are hoping that the Triple Crown winning horse comes to Saratoga. Now, these hopes grew bigger yesterday when owner Ahmed Zayed said in an interview that if the horse is ready, then his desire was to come to Saratoga. Now, as we reported, NYRA announced that they will raise the purse of the Travers stake to $1.6 million if Pharoah enters. Now, while Zayed announced his intentions, he did say that they would show up only if the horse was ready and left that decision up to trainer Bob Baffert. Now, Zayed did rule out the Pennsylvania Derby, a race that many analysts thought could stand in the way of Pharoah coming to Saratoga. Well, we're going to continue to keep you updated on this story as it develops. In other track news, while many people watch horses race at Saratoga, what happens after a horse is finished racing? Well, generally, that gets little thought. Trailer Farms in Ballston Spa, along with the Retired Racehorse Project, are hoping to show people how much a horse can do. The event showcased various owners and their horses performing different tasks. Many of the horses compete in equestrian events, such as dressage and jumping. Now, these are both Olympic events. We talked with the owner of Fullback, Jordan Pruxam, about the importance of the event.
They're doing an expo to kind of teach people about the racehorses and their careers after the races. It's important that people realize that the horses can go on to do other things afterwards.
Now, for more information on this topic, you can visit www.retiredracehorseproject.com. We went there. It's a very interesting site. Well, now changing from news to weather. The region saw another pleasant and comfortable day after storms broke the humidity earlier this week. Well, how's the midweek forecast shaping up? For the latest, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, a fire broke out in a home in Granville yesterday afternoon. The North Granville Fire Department was on the scene first, with mutual aid coming from other departments in Warren and Washington counties, as well as Vermont. Well, there was no one home at the time of the fire, but hot weather and a double roof made the fire very difficult to put out. At least one firefighter was transported to the hospital. North Granville Fire Chief Scott McCullen talked about the incident.
Exactly. We did have one injury, a firefighter. I have no idea what the extent of the injury is, but obviously firefighting is very dangerous, and people need to understand, we take all the precautions, I evacuated the house, everything, but accidents do happen.
Washington County fire investigators were on the scene, but unable to determine the cause at the time. In other news, Warren County officials have decided against harnessing the power of the sun. Over the past year, Warren County has weighed the pros and cons of installing solar panels in order to cut down on energy costs. Well, the county had looked at a property at the Warren County Airport initially, however, decided against it earlier this week. County leaders said that the 20-year commitment that is common with a solar contract was too long with too many unknowns. Queensbury at-large Supervisor Rachel Sieber also pointed to the amount of money that was being paid to an engineering firm to review the plans. This and other factors led the county to decide it wasn't worth pursuing at this time. Now, the county is currently working on a new electricity deal with Constellation Energy through the Municipal Electric and Gas Alliance. Well, still to come, National Museum of Dance's Jessica Munson is here. She's going to discuss the museum's annual gala and the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Plus, Jenny Hutchinson of the Lower Adirondack Regional Arts Council stops by to discuss upcoming events and a new exhibit called A Night at the Factory. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.